not very sane. But again, people weren't even aware of what was happening.
In 1972 and 1973, a series of murders shocked Northern California. College girls began to disappear while hitchhiking.
Going to do something, do it well, and leave something with you. Leave a sign to let the world know that you were there. Have a good day.
The two victims had been stabbed a total of 60.
In the early 80s, they came up with this differentiation called serial killing, which was living two lives, basically. If one orients to the negative side of that living, he would say this person was living a cover life that was wrapped around doing those crimes, and which couldn't be very realistic. Someone doesn't live their life to murder people. Their life was not set for that from birth. From my point of view, what I saw was there was a great hole in my life. There was a lot missing from my life, and it didn't necessarily mean feelings. It meant I had walled off this emptiness in my life, okay? I had an upbringing that was, some have called dysfunctional, okay? Parents divorced when I was young. My mother started drinking heavily.
I just stabbed the shit out of him, you know, until he didn't move anymore.
What about that?
He got killed.
Didn't make any difference to you?
That's right.
Why?
Well, it's...
Why wouldn't it make a difference to you for a man to get killed? Maybe by your hand.
I wouldn't nobody worry about me if I got killed or anything. So I don't worry about anybody else.
This is
if I'd killed him, it'd just been another death to me, is all.
That's the way you operated?
That's right.
That's the way these fellows operated?
That's right.
Did you think you were big timers?
That's right.
So a little hobby knife and a little effort, made 6 pieces out of it. Once I had everything carved around, I
didn't look like it. It was getting easier to do. I was getting better at it. I was getting less detectable. I started flaunting that invisibility, severing a human head, 2 of them, at night in front of my mother's residence, with her at home, my neighbors at home upstairs, their picture window open, the curtains open. I cut off her head, and I humiliated her corpse. It's there, you know?
And I watched them all die nice and slow. You ever shoot anybody with a long-range .22? Shoot them in the legs so they can't move, and shoot them in the shoulders, and the arms, and in the rib cages so they bleed nice, and they hurt a lot. And they use flathead bullets. What you do is you take a blade and you shave part of the bullet off to make it flat. So when it goes in, it scrambles. And they just kept reloading and kept shooting. And I'll tell you something, I never felt so good in all my life.
3 men.
Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.